Hi guys, welcome back to another video with myself, crypto banker SHX. Before we dive into today's video, just disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor and nothing I say or do should be taken as financial advice. Now, if you are enjoying the content that I'm putting out on the channel, please do subscribe. Please turn notifications on to be the first to be alerted to any SHX content that I put out. Also, you can follow me on X, so my X is x.com/cryptobanker SHX, and I do appreciate every like, share, and follow that I receive. You guys are all awesome. Now, to dive in to today's video, what is the final piece that we're waiting for when it comes to SHX and Stronghold Net? Well, it is regulations, and Stronghold have been the most cautious crypto project out there, with minimal exchange listings, no futures available on SHX, and minimal investor noise. And the reason why that is because it is designed not for retail use, it's designed for institutional use. And here we see it's recognized by the World Bank. And there's very few crypto projects out there that are recognized by the likes of the World Bank. And here we see that we have connections with Circle, who are currently in Congress asking Congress for the Treasury Department to go after Tether and their banking partner, which is quite interesting. And who own Circle? Well, Circle are owned by BlackRock, and BlackRock are the largest investor in the Bancorp Inc. And why is that important to Stronghold? Because the largest investors in Stronghold and SHX are the CEO, the co-founders, and the president of the Bancorp Inc. In fact, Frank, who is one of the co-founders of the Bancorp Inc., has been there pretty much from day one. So has been very, very influential in the journey of Stronghold since 2017. But here we have a clip of Tammy Camp, the CEO of Stronghold, speaking on the Visa panel, the judging panel. And here she covers the long-standing partnership that she has and that Stronghold have with Circle.
And Peter, do you have any questions for Tammy?
Yeah, Tammy, great job. Really interesting platform that you've pulled together. So thanks for sharing. Curious if you could talk about how you see USDC and that partnership going forward and what that means for the business as you think about the future.
Sure. I think that, as, we're in this stage between where 1 foot in Web 2 and 1 foot in Web 3. And I really think that stablecoins are an easy way for consumers to kind of wrap their head around, the Web3 ecosystem and cryptocurrencies. And so I just see it as another pay-in or a payout method to like an ever-changing, multi-currency platform. So, as you know, like the US dollar is still probably the most transacted currency, and so just to have that in a form where it's accessible to more people, I think it's just highly beneficial, and I'm very excited to work with Circle.
And there you have it. So this is from 2022. Circle are established partners with Stronghold, and they are in Congress currently asking for, obviously, regulation. And what is SHX? Well, SHX is basically Stellar and Ripple combined for utility and liquidity. That's what it is. So we have XLM, we have XRP all plugged in alongside FedNow, the US ACH, and ISO 222 into Stronghold Net. And these are my top five predictions for SHX in 2024. And so just my own personal opinion, not financial advice, but multiple exchange listings, including tier ones, DeFi for SHX holders on Stronghold Net. So staking, being able to stake SHX and receive SHX back for that staking. A series of governance votes, which we know is going to happen, and I believe that holders are going to be deciding the future of the network. I posted this on the 9th of January, just a quite an important point there. Also, SHX becoming a top 20 crypto, and there are a number of people who are now saying and realizing that this is very much a potential possibility, but also SHX being added to crypto payments on X. Everyone will be talking about SHX in 2024. And, well, as I say, this was on the 9th of January, and things have really, really started to rapidly pick up the pace when it comes to SHX and people speaking about it. And that is an important point on the X payment side of things, because I posted this back in August the 31st of last year, when no one was really paying attention to SHX and Stronghold, and the rumors and speculation were rife on crypto Twitter in relation to potential, are they going to do X payments? Is crypto going to be involved in X? And I said, but what if I told you that X crypto payments will include SHX? And I've seen, again, a number of people starting to really understand, once understanding what SHX is and the involvement and the partnerships it has, then going and doing more research and really finding those connections to where a statement like that isn't really out of the question. And so, just my own personal opinion, but I think that the top performing asset of 2024 will be SHX, even going from where it is now. It'll beat everything in 2024. This is on the 7th of January. I think that that statement is still true, even though we have seen rapid growth in terms of price appreciation for SHX. And another thing that I get asked a lot is, apart from SHX, what am I seeing? And what are my sort of top 3 performing crypto assets that I think are going to perform the best in 2024? And this was posted on the 24th of January. And obviously at the top, we have SHX, which is the XLM and XRP combined for utility and liquidity coin. We also have V as well, which I believe is going to be the Web3 wallet interface moment coin, and Velo, which is the XRP of Asia. So WTK was a close fourth. Those guys need to stop over-promising and under-delivering. I know they're doing a lot of work, and I do think they will come good. I don't think they're talking nonsense, but at the same time, they just need to, if they say they're going to do something, they need to ensure that they do it in the timelines that they decide as well, and they give to the community, their communities. But if you are looking at where to gain very good, high quality content and information on V and Velo, firstly on V, I would recommend highly giving Crypto Canvas a follow. This guy is going to be a household name within crypto. So please do follow him on X. This is his X here. It's at Crypto Canvas CC. He also has a website, and he also has a YouTube as well, which is full of SHX videos and V videos. He's an OG of both. So he was talking about V before anyone else. He also has a very good relationship with that business. And so, as I say, if anyone knows what they're talking about when it comes to V, then it is Crypto Canvas. And also, if you are looking into Velo, then Mr. Man XRP, give him a follow on X. This individual is highly experienced and skilled in regards to regulation. He also has his YouTube as well, his YouTube channel, and he started to begin to really look into Velo and started to really push some very intriguing, very insightful content on Velo. So I would recommend, if you are looking into Velo, then giving Mr. Man XRP a follow. And just to end the video, we'll see the SHX chart here And what is interesting is around here, saw a few people saying that they were setting up buy orders for around this price. They're the same people that seem to be a bit salty about not getting in the bottom of SHX when it was actually 0.0003, 10 times less than the price here. And we're even more annoyed when it went up to here, which was, well, even where it is now, it's around about 30 times the price that it used to be all of last year. And they were the same people that were actually calling and saying, oh, this is why you shouldn't chase pumps. And that was yesterday when it was around here. And what happened within a couple of hours, it bounced back up. And now we're pretty much where we started within less than a day. So just a little note here, really. My own personal opinion, not financial advice, but we're dealing with a utility coin for institutions and businesses and governments. We're not dealing with your average crypto project. And so, because people again ask me, oh, is it too late to buy? Are we still early? You're extremely early. Look at the market cap. I know that this is probably a little bit more, considering that this is based on 5.7 billion being in circulation, and I think there's around about sort of 15 billion in circulation. But regardless, not financial advice, but look at the metrics, look at the partnerships, look at the qualifications of Stronghold, and then go back and look at things like Dogecoin or things like SHIB and see what they did in the last bull run. Look at the price surges that they had, and then come back to me and after doing all that and tell me that this thing can't reach $1. Yeah, it's different to what people are used to, and I think that's what it is as well. That's what's driving people saying, oh, don't chase the pump, this is why you shouldn't chase the pump, because they don't really understand it. There hasn't really been anything like this before, and a lot of these people were around in 2016, 2017. Some of them were, and I wasn't. I got into crypto in 2020, but this is very much feeling like XRP was, and the journey that went on in 2016, 2017. So cut out all the noise is pretty much what I'm saying. And just to end on this, we do have the crypto banker SHX Round Table, which is going to be live on X Spaces on Saturday, the 2nd of March at 1 p.m. Pacific time. It is hosted by myself and the man like Crypto Canvas, the legend that is. Please do give him a follow if you don't already. Also, we have our new Roundtable resident speaker. This guy is almost the Yoda when it of SHX, and I don't say that lightly. GDLT, he's there. Please do give him a follow if you are on X. This guy has been in SHX since inception. So since Stronghold was the first of business, he's been there, and then the creation of SHX token back in 2018. So this guy is, pretty much a Yoda of SHX. He also is a expert in ISO 222 and Interledger projects as well. So very excited that very pleased as well, and honoured that he is now a permanent resident in the Roundtable series on X Spaces, and we do have some very special guests joining us. We do have Jenna X Crypto. If you aren't following Jenna, which you probably are, but if you aren't, then do give her a follow. And also we have Zach Rector as well joining us. So I'm very looking forward to that. The feedback and also the engagement of the first roundtable, the first Crypto Banker SHX Roundtable, which was at the beginning of February, was fantastic. It blew all my expectations. So please do RSVP for that. It will also be made available, the episode after it's gone out live on X Spaces. It will be made available on this YouTube channel. But yeah, very much looking forward to it. Hope you can join us. I hope you've enjoyed the content on today's video. As I say, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.